Vic Pablo, Jojo Lim, Johnny Escobar, Dixon, Vic Pablo, Jojo Lim, Johnny Escobar at si John Best.
Ayan si Dodot Jaworski, nakahawak ng bola. He is described as the magical charm of Gordon's Gin.
Oo nga, yan ang pakiyang ng Gordon. Samantala sa pagsaksak ni Chris King, merong sumabit. Johnny Escobar picking up the first foul of the ball game.
And very quickly, ito si Chris King showing us some moves, going strong towards the hoop. Yan palagay kong isang missing ingredient sa offensive repertoire ni Chris King before actually that big win of Gordon's Gin over Alaska. Ayan po si Coach Robert Jaworski, yes.
Well, actually, itong dalawang kumanang ito, mga kaibigan, kagagaling laban sa panalo. Nung nakaraang Biyernes, ang Gordon nanalo over Alaska. Ito namang Formula Shell ay nagwagi laban sa Santa Lucia Realty, effectively edging out Santa Lucia Realty sa kampanya para sa isang final slot. Vic Pablo double team by Vince. He's on. Chris King picks it up. Chris King into the front court. Binigay kay Bal David. David, walang-wala yung kanyang reverse layup na hindi man lang tumama sa board. At ito ngayon sa Richie Dixon. Labas kay John Best.
It's import versus import. Ito, one-on-one situation. Nandun yung double team.
Ayun, dumoble na naman. Yung double team niya ng Gordons has forced 2 turnovers. At si Bal David, maganda yung pasa kay Vince Dixon. Eksakto. Sakling.
Yan palagay ko makikita natin. All game long, you'll see a lot of open court situations for both clubs. At kagaya ng binigit natin kanina, no, these two teams are very offense-minded. Run and gun. Ito na naman ang Gordons.
4-0 lead by Sonny Jaworski's boys. At 10 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the first period. Marlo Aquino. Escobar para sa rebound, para sa Formula Shell. Si Jojo Lim ang wababa ng bola. At sinrena sa senyas ng play.
Ito yung dalawang import, nagbabanggaan. You don't see them actually on your screens. Yan, nakita natin on the left side of your screens earlier.
Richie Dixon nakatingin kay John Best pero nawala sa pwesto. Tumitingin siya sa referee. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Chris King para sa rebound for Gordon's Gin. Bal David bigla sumagit-sit. Yes!
Wide open. Yan ang sinasabi natin. Open court situation here for Bal David. And he will attack that kind of situation anytime. Kung magbibigay yung depensa, yan ang gagawin ni Bal David. Attacking the inside.
Kitang-kita ninyo na si Richie Dixon, hinawakan itong si Bal David. Dahil alam niya, nakaungos na si Bal David. Kinawakan pa ng foul si Richie Dixon. And so a 3-point play opportunity here para sa Gordon's Gin. Kumito sa referee Varela. Isa pa.
Partner, hot start here for Gordon's Gin.
Oo, hindi pa nakakaskore ang Formula Shell up to now.
At alam natin itong Formula Shell is in a do-or-die situation. Kung matalo sila ngayong gabi, wala na silang pag-asa for any sort of playoff for the final slot.
Samantalang nabanggit ito, Gordon's Gin, kahit matalo sila ngayon, meron pa rin pagkakataon ito. Kung sakasakali.
Yes, kung sakasakali because kung matalo naman ng San Miguel Beer in the last game of the Beermen against Shell on Tuesday, edi magkakaroon tayo ng tabla. And of course,
dahil matitigil ang San Miguel sa 10 panalo.
Exactly, yes. At ang Gordons naman, meron na silang siyam. At kung manalo ang Gordons naman against Santo Lucia on Tuesday, then makakasampu din sila. So that is the situation.
Vic Pablo against Dodot Jaworski. Pablos, kumawala. Pero merong foul na tatawagin kay Dodot Jaworski. Iniiwanan siya ni Vic Pablo doon eh.
Partner, marami tayong nakakitang adjustment sa defensive movement ng Gordon's Gin. Unang-una, nagdo-double team sila sa ilalim. Pangalawa, nagtutulungan sila sa ilalim din. Once someone comes in on the penetration, like yung nangyari kay Vic Pablo, meron dalawang tumutulong sa depensa, not necessarily double teaming, but just making sure that he does not get the layup once he's inside the lane.
Samantala, unang puntos po ito para sa Formula Shell. Galing kay Vic Pablo from the line. Kung hindi po ninyo inabot ang ating first game, nagwagi ang Alaska. A big win for them over San Miguel Beer, 87-71.
And partner, a footnote to that decision, ang Alaska po outright finalist na. Because there is still a possibility of a three-way tie for first. But because of the high quotient of Alaska, no way that they will be involved in a playoff. Pasok na sila sa finals.
Sila po ang defending champion. There's a steal by Richie Tixon, rather. John Best. Dalawa ang sumalubong sa kanya ron, si Chris King at si Marlo Aquino. At ang tatawagan ay si Marlo.
Ayan ang sinasabi natin, no? It looks like Coach Robert Jaworski has instructed his boys, no easy layups. And for a team like Formula Shell that has to score a lot of easy layups because of the transition attack, that will be a big dent sa kanilang offensive contribution, no? Kung hindi sila makakascore ng easy layups, mahihirapan din sila. Ayan po si Benji Paras na hindi makakalaro sa larong ito.
Yes, medyo matagal-tagal na. Inoperahan po yung kanyang tuhod, ano?
Yes, and his absence has actually made a lot of adjustments sa offense at saka depensa ng Formula Shell. For instance, ito si John Best. Kung nandyan si Benji Paras, lalaro yan sa labas because he has a good shooting arm from the outside. Pero ngayon, naglo-low post na siya. May double team sa labas. And that's actually designed to chop off seconds from the shot clock of Gordon's Gym to make it difficult for them to put the ball at low post for either Chris King or Marlo Aquino.
Sabi ni Chris King, okay lang dahil he can play fronting the basket or facing the basket. Vince Pizon with a good interception.
A beautiful catch in mid-air.
David, nakita si Marlo sa ilalim.
Unselfish play. Makatayang depensa sa kabila. And they transformed that into easy 2 points because of unselfish play by David. Ito yung pasa.
At yan naman, mga kaibigan, yung tikada ni Marlo Aquino sa ilalim. At pangalawang personal foul para kay Jolly Escobar. Nakita po ninyo, medyo binangga niya ng bahagya si Marlo Aquino. And Marlo completes the 3-point play. 12-4 is the count. 8 puntos po ang abante ng Gordon's Gin over Formula Shell. Richie Tixon with a snap shot. Chris King, nakita si Marlo Aquino up ahead. Pag-dribble si Marlo and John Best gives up the foul.
At 5 they will call.
Ano yan?
Tingnan natin how that call will make it a deliberate foul.
Deliberate foul.
A deliberate foul. And I think the referee ruled a deliberate foul because in his estimation, John Best did not go for the ball, but went for the man. Pero ito naman si John Best, hinawakan naman si Marlo Aquino to prevent him from falling, no?
Hindi naman masaktan.
Oo.
Referee Luis Cruz calling that one on John Best. Wala namang reklamo. At si Marlo Aquino pupunta sa 4.5-meter line.
Well, partner, na-anticipate natin that ang Gordon's Gym tatakbo. Actually, na-anticipate natin, pati din yung Formula Shell, tatakbo din yan eh. But we didn't expect that Marlo Aquino is going to try to finish the fast break.
Well, nakita siya ni Chris King, pinukul sa kanya yung bola. Sabi ni Marlo, ano naman ang gagawin ko? Natural lang ito.
Okay, meron pa tayong konting diskusyon dito on the floor. Yan po si Vince Season.
Well, kailangan lumabas si John Best. So, ang pinasok naman ni Coach Chito Narvasa ay si Estong Ballesteros.
Well, medyo mabigat-bigat din yung tawag, no? There's a difference between an advantage foul and a deliberate foul, no? Pero yung tawag ng referee, deliberate, because when you call a deliberate foul, gusto sabihin meron parang konting flagrant ang nature ng foul yun. Pero sa tingin ko naman, I don't think there was any really intent to harm Marlo, no?
Kung may intention siyang malakit, hindi sana hindi lang niya sinalo.
Oo. So it could have just been an advantage foul. Pero ang tawag ng referee, deliberate. So, on that kind of a foul or that kind of a call, uupo si John Best ng 3 minutes.
Ito ang mabigat doon dahil punta sa disadvantage ang Formula Shell. Dahil doon.
Not only that, meron pa silang ball possession after the 2 free throws.
So, naging jam na ngayon mga kaibigan ng abante ng Gordon's Gin. Sa kanila pa ang bola, Marlo Aquino over Jolly Escobar.
At tulis nun. Matulis na hook shot yun.
Marlo Aquino already with 6 points.
And that's the skyhook that Marlo Aquino is slowly perfecting. Kanya po ang tawag sa kanya, skyscraper.
Estong Ballesteros counters with a 3-point shot. Kapapasok lamang niya para kay John Best. Entry pass. Papunta kay Chris King. No basket.
Tatawagan siya ng offensive foul. Magandang depensa ni Jojo Lim yata yun. And he stood his ground and Chris King powering his way inside. Kanya siya po ang tinawagan ng offensive foul. And mukha naman aminado si Chris King.
So the count stands at 15-7. 8-point lead para sa Gordon's Gin. Ronnie Magsanov now calling the shot on the court para sa Corbin Shell. Jolly Escobar, naman si Estong Ballesteros against Chris King. Matik maagaw ang bola. Jojo Lim with a fake. Gets Heason up in the air. Off the glass. Jojo Lim.
Well, that time the ball kept moving, kept looking for the open man. Good offensive movement by Formula Shell.
7 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in the first period. Dodot Jaworski. Ayaw. Escobar. Binigay kay Ronnie Magsanov. Magsanov biglang humarurot. Binigay kay Escobar. Escobar with a pick and roll. Wala. Karama ng foul na tatawagin. Dodot Jaworski with a second personal.
But this is something also that a lot of teams like to do. They like to attack the defense of Dodot Jaworski. At alam naman natin ito si Jolly Escobar. He's not really an offensive player. Yan po si John Best. He will have to sit out 3 minutes on account of that deliberate foul that was called on him.
That pass by Ronnie Magsanov, but he recovers it. Nandun si Bal David. Magsanov signaling the play para sa Formula Shell. Big Pablo na libre. Uy, nabitawan ng bola. And Vince Heason grabs it para sa Gordon's Gin. Forward kay Dodot Jaworski. Ronnie Magsanov. And Estong Ballesteros crowding him. Ronnie Magsanov will be called for his first personal foul.
Tingnan natin ang offensive formation ng Gordon's Gin. You see, Marlo Aquino double team at low post, then he gives it back to Dodot Jaworski. That's a setup play, the kick out situation. Ito si Ballesteros.
Against Chris King. Si Jolly Escobar up in the air. Banks it in. Apat na lang ang lamang ng Gordon's Gin.
Pagkat hindi yata sinasadya yung alley-oop at
hindi naman pasa talaga yun.
Ito naman si Jolly Escobar knew exactly where to go at hindi siya na-box out, no? Because bungakala ng opensa ng depensa ng Gordon's Gin. Si Ballesteros ang titira.
Aquino medyo nagmadali doon. Jojo Lim. Ballesteros back to Jojo.
Oh, nice fake move.
Oh, yes. Got Chris King up in the air. Smart move ni Chris King. Dalawa na lang ang abante ng Gordon's Gin. Kanina po, umabot sa 11. Ang abante ng Gordon's.
Partner, Formula Shell doing a good job without the import John Best.
Oo. Kung kailan pa nawala yung kanilang import at saka humabol itong Formula Shell.
Well, a little impatient naman ngayon yung mga shooters ng Gordon's Gin.
Big Pablo lamang kay Vince. He's on turnaround jumper ni Pablo. 11-0 run by Formula Shell to tie the count at 15 all. We've got a timeout. There's 47 seconds remaining dito sa ating first period. Tabla ang ating labanan, 15 all. At nabakit ka natin, 11-0 run by Formula Shell. Kanina, abantehan sila ng 11 points at 15-4. Eto, nakasagot na rin ang Gordon's Gin via Chris
Another
King.
penetration by Chris King, no?
Oo.
Pero dapat pansinin din natin at the Formula Shell has already made several adjustments sa kanilang lineup, no? Si Richie Tixon, started, is now sitting down on the bench. Si Ballesteros came off the bench.
Oo, dahil naman yung kay John Best.
Oo. At ang Gordon's Gin, wala pa silang palit. So this is still the same starting lineup that they have.
Uy! Jolly Escobar, kanina pa ika nga namumulot ang basura dito at ginagawa niyang ginto para sa Formula Shell. Will get a chance to complete a 3-point play. Maganda pwesto ni Jolly.
Yeah. Actually, Dodot Jaworski had good position. Nauna lang ang kanyang lundag. And so when he came down, it was the time for Jolly Escobar to get the offensive rebound and the putback. No option for Dodot Jaworski but to foul. But of course, he gave up the field goal.
lane violation. So, isa pa para kay Johnny Escobar. Actually, pagkakataon ito para makatikim ng para sa unang beses ang Formula Shell ng Kalamangan. Tabla po tayo sa 17 all. And Johnny Escobar puts Formula Shell in the lead for the first time in this game, 18-17.
Again, pressure in the backcourt here by Formula Shell. Alam nila, lamang ang Gordon's Gin in terms of height because of Chris King. So they want to put pressure, but no problem with the pressure defense. Again, inside 2 points by Chris King.
Well, kung kapapasok o kapapanood nyo lang mga kaibigan, ang dahilan po kung bakit wala si John Best at kung bakit nagwawala ito si Chris King sa loob. Tatawagan po sa kanila ng deliberate foul. He has to sit out 3 minutes. Ron Babsanak for the 3. Wala. Estong Ballesteros humihingi ng foul. Walang tinawag. Valdavid. Got pass to Vince Hizon.
And in a fast break situation, you don't want Marlo Aquino trying to finish them. You want Valdavid bringing down the ball because alam niya kung saan pupunta yung mga kakampi niya. And he always looks for the passing lane.
Vic Pablo lamang kay Marlo Aquino.
Ito, one-on-one move. Mahirap na tira yun.
Mahina talaga dahil si Marlo Aquino nakapayong sa kanya.
Oo, mahirap na tira yun.
Ayun ang alley-oop.
Yun. Again, Valdavid. Kung merong fast break opportunity ang Gordon's Gin, dapat nasa kamay ni Valdavid yung bola. Hahanap siya ng kakampi.
And it's back to a 5-point lead para sa Gordon's Gin. 23-18. Estong Ballesteros iniwanan si Gordon Jaworski. Hard foul.
And Ballesteros is down at Gordon Jaworski looking down at Ballesteros.
Parang gusto sabihin ni Dodo, tatayo ka pa?
Ito tingnan natin itong piece of action. There's a lot of banging and shoving. And there's a hack by Gordon Jaworski.
At si Coach Tito Narbasa nagreklamo.
That's a rather hard hack from Gordon Jaworski.
Karate chop yata yun
And that drew a reaction from Coach Chito Narvasa. Hindi lang kay Coach Chito, kundi kay Assistant Coach Perry Ronquillo rin.
Siguro sinasabi nila, bakit kanina tinawagan niya ng deliberate foul si John Best? Inalalayan pa yung tao. Ito, ni-knock out ni-knock down pala. At alam naman natin, si Estong Ballesteros materiales fuertes ito. Hindi basta-basta yan. Nagpahinga lang konti yan kanina.
At saka ito si Ballesteros para rookie showing tremendous confidence dito sa ating semifinals. At nabibigyan siya ng pagkakataon ni Coach Chito Narbasa na magpakita naman.
Chris King double team. Dilabas kay Valdavid.
Partner, ninolow post na nila si Chris King. And that is where he can be most dangerous. Yan ang hindi natin nakita before the last game of Gordon's Gin. Si Chris King used to take his shots from the outside. Ngayon pumapasok na. And that is where he can be most dangerous.
Gordon Jaworski handling it last. Referee Tito Barela calling it. Tama tawag. Dito sa harap natin.
And Jaworski pleading his case. Ito, panurin natin.
Ito may hawak
Ang partner, baka naman may natapik yata sa likod
Tingin ko,
ang hirap talaga tingnan
John Best, labag kay Chris King.
Binato na lang yung bola. Talagang hirap na hirap si John Best because he's being crowded here by Chris King, who is an NBA player, a good defensive player. And of course, when you have Chris King playing John Best, hindi mo na dapat i-double team si John Best. Kayang-kaya na ni Chris King
King, nilabas kay Hizon. Yes! 3-point shot at the triple D para kay Vince Hizon. And they up the lead again to 8 points at 28-20.
Swak na swak yung tira ni Vince Hizon despite the defense of John Best.
Jojo Lim, nilabas kay Vic Pablo. Pablo sumaksak sa loob. The short jumper by Pablo. Mahina. John Best with the offensive rebound. No basket daw, sabi ni referee Cruz. Pero paano tatawagin? Sinoli Luksin. Pero hindi kinount yung basket, kaya may nagwawala si John Best. Ito yung alley-oop ni Baldavid kay Marlo Aquino. Ganda. Time out muna tayo. Time out.
Paddocks, the official jeans of the PBA.
John Best is going to be given 2 free throws. Pinasok po niya yung isa. As you look at Congressman Ernie Aquino of Tarlac and Congressman Gary Teves of Negros Oriental. Mga taga-Dumaguete. Nanonood sa atin. Mayang gabi, kaning yung tanan. Din sa Tibok, Kabisayan ng Mindanao. 28-22, 6-point lead para sa Gordon's Gym with 2 minutes and 26 seconds remaining sa first quarter.
Ito si Chris King is now playing again the outside because nandiyan na si Noli Locsin. And Coach Robert Jaworski going with his 2 locals at the low post. Yung tira ni Baldavid. Libre.
Nagkaroon ng double team. Libre si Baldavid at sinurbol.
Oo, siya lang natin sa weak side.
Oo. John Best. Crowded situation once again. Nandun si Chris King at si Noli Locsin. Walang putos po ang abante ng Gordon's Gin Vince Season. The bounce pass picked up by Baldavid at mid-court. Chris King pumupwesto. Laban kay Jojo Lin. Bounce pass to Vince Season.
Again, Chris King, that time sliding to low post. Nakita niya may double team sa kanya. May malilibreng kakapi. Naganap siya ng cutter. Nandun. Strong side cut by Vince Season.
And it's a 10-point lead for Gordon. And it is to John Best. Tinabas kay Jojo Lim. Estong Ballester sa the outside. Chris King para sa rebound. Binigay kay Baldavid. Baldavid. Pumarurot na naman. Binigay kay Vince Season. Libre. At another 3-point shot para kay Vince Season.
Partner, ibang klase talaga ito si Baldavid. Si Hison na nakapukol ng 3-point shot. But again, the pass coming from Baldavid.
12 puntos na.
Maasahan talaga sa fast break ito si Flash David.
12 puntos ang ginagawa naman ni Vince Hison, including 2 triple Ds. Baldavid hinaharangan ni Estong Ballesteros sa scoop pass to Noli Locsin. Hison na naman! Yes!
Mainit ito si Vince Hison. Umuusok si Vince Hison.
And we've got a timeout by 4 minutes now.
Battery, winner of international awards for quality.
Napilitan po si Coach Chito Narvasan na tumawag ng pangalawang timeout dito sa first quarter nang bigla po nagpakawala itong Gordon's Gin isang 20-4 run. At sa kasalukuyan po ay 15 puntos na ang abante ng Gordon's Gin with only 32.6 seconds remaining in the first period.
Ayan yung tira ni Vince Hison.
Ito pa isa.
Yes, and a nice pass coming from Noli Locsin.
Yung huli 2-pointer lang yun dahil medyo nakaapak siya doon sa linya.
Partner, ang dami siguro ng assist ng Gordon's Gin sa quarter na to.
Ano ba? Sino Baldavid.
Yes, and very
si
unselfish play. Very unselfish play. Naghahanap sila ng mga kakampi nila looking for the best possible percentage shot. Iyon ang trademark ng isang championship team, selfless. Yung naghahanap ng open situations for their teammates at hindi kanya-kanyang labanan.
Rather Peter Naron with a good rebound pero hindi naman naipasok ni John Best ang tira. Tatawagan pa siya ng foul.
Coach Chito Narvaza looking for the right combinations. Pinasok niya ngayon si John Nelel Cartel at nabanggit mo si Peter Naron. Ito si Chito Narvaza shaking his head.
Medyo na-frustrate na si Coach Chito dahil well, things are not looking or going their way.
Well, double block ayon. Hindi na sila nakapasok ng free throw. Sila pa nag-foul. And with only 28 seconds to go, nasa penalty sila. They gave up 2 free throws. Naku, sakit naman nun. And Coach Robert Jaworski, he's in the driver's seat for the time being.
Marlo Aquino, pumili yung pangalawang free throw. John Adel Cardel has it para sa 4-minute show, 22 seconds remaining in the first quarter. John Best sumugod. Ayun, kinuyog na naman siya. Nakuha ni Vic Pamo. They've got 12 on the shot clock. John Best. Nakita si Peter na sumasaksak. Peter. Aabot sana kay Marlo Aquino pero merong foul. Alalahanin po ninyo, pareho na nasa penalty yung dalawang kupunang ito. So, free throws na naman ito para sa na-foul na si Peter Naron. First by Peter Naron is good. Ronnie Magsanok on his screens. He's been backcourting for Formula Shell. Dito sa first quarter. Although ang starting point guard na kanina si Richie Tixon. Chris King nabitawan ng bola pero nakuha ni Marlo Aquino. Good save by Marlo. 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Noli Locsin. Sumaksak lamang kay Vic Pablo. Finger roll. Vince Hizon. Wala. John Best. Wala na pong oras. At the end of the first quarter, it is a 14-point lead para sa Gordon's Gin.
And arthritis, even for toothaches.
Big Sunday crowd here at the Cuneta Astrodome. At mabuti naman po at nakasama rin namin kayo dito sa araw ng linggong ito at sa labanan ng Gordon's Gin at ng Formula Shell Super Unleaded. Traveling violation on John Cardell. Sa pag-uumpisa po ng ating second quarter, lamang ng 14 ang Gordon's Gin over Formula Shell. Score standing at 38-24.
Well, expectedly, high scoring ang ball game na to. Although magandang depensa rin na pinapakita ng especially itong Gordon's Gin. Yan na naman, inside 2 points by Chris King. He has learned where to position himself so he can get the pass from his teammates in scoring position. Dati-dati ito si Chris King, naghihintay ng pasa sa labas, tumitira sa labas, and ngayon naman, puro paloob na. And that's where he's getting most of his points and high percentage shots opportunities for him. Pumukol din sa labas. Pumasok din.
That's another 3-point shot para sa Gordon. This time from Chris King. Gumagana yung mga tikada nila sa labas. Ganon din sa loob.
Partner, one thing about the shooter, if you give him a lot of easy layups, you get in the flow of the game. And so it's easier for you to get your touch from the outside once you have your rhythm flowing.
Vic Pablo scores underneath to cut the lead to 43-26. 17 puntos po ang abante ng Gordon's Gin dito sa pangalawang minuto ng second quarter. Vince Hizon, he's hot from the outside, but that one didn't go. Actually, inside ang mga score ni Vince Hizon. He's got 14 points in the game. He's top scoring para sa Gordon's Gin. 12 para kay Chris King. Pablo libre. Yes.
And the pass coming from John Best. Good recognition. Nakita niya yung double team. Hahanap siya ng kakapi ng na libre.
2 minuto na po nakakaraan dito sa second quarter. Noli Locsin. Lumabas. And John Best para sa rebound. Binigay kay Richie Tixon. Cross court. Peter Naron. Umaatake lamang kay Marlo Aquino. Wala. Karito na naman si Vince Hizon. Hinahabol ni John Best. Tuloy-tuloy si Vince Hizon. Masyado mabilis.
Well, he had to shift the ball from left to right hand to avoid the defense.
Tumatala si Jonadel Cardell. Sinks a 15-footer from right quarter court. At 13 na lang.
Ito yung sinasabi natin na shootout,
Eksakto ang nangyayari ngayon.
Barilan ito sa Cuneta Coral.
Ito na ang Sinoni Locsin. Pumihit lamang kay Peter Naron. Merong foul na tatawagin sa referee Varela. John Cardell giving up his first personal foul.
And po si Vince Hizon, who has been hot from the start sa larong ito.
As we mentioned, 14 points currently para kay Vince Hizon. Noli Locsin at the line. Lamang sila ng 13 at 43-30. Well, that free throw percentage can stand improvement.
He's shooting less than 60% from the line. More ceiling for Formula Shell at binalik ni Coach Chita Narbato si Jolly Escobar, who was able to grab a few offensive rebounds in the first quarter.
14 na naman ang abante ng Gordon's Gin at 44-30. Alalahanin po ninyo, kailangan ng Formula Shell na manalo dito sa larong ito. Kapagkat pag natalo sila, ay maglalaho ang kanilang pag-asa na makapasok sa finals. First quarter numbers there. Kita nyo naman 27% lang ang field goal shooting ng Formula Shell.
Partner give and go play. John Best to Jonadel Cardell for the penetration.
John Best na nagbabantay kay Chris King doon. Nakawala pa si Chris King.
Mahirap si John Best. That was a lob pass. Wala siyang tulong sa likod.
Saka medyo sumugal siya doon sa harap.
Three-non defense niya. Dapat yun may tulong sa likod. Tulong sa front niya.
Richie Dixon had to drop it off to Jonadel Cardell. At lumabas ang bola. It will stay with Formula Shell. They have 7 seconds to execute a play. Richie Dixon inbounded to John Best. Sumusugod si John Best, a double team on him, but he scores anyway.
Well, that time, Chris King didn't bother to play defense on John Best.
Alam mo, yun pa lang ang first field goal ni John Best. He has 7 points, but 5 of those were on free throws. Mario Aquino from the free throw line. Doon sa tumira.
Oo, at yun talagang swak na swak.
Oo. 15 na naman ang abante ng Gordon's Gin.
And partner, it's hard to stop a 6'9" player with a good touch from the outside to throw up those jumpers. Uy, bumagsak si Vic Pablo.
Oo, nagkabanggaan sila ron, pero double black eye din sapagkat last touch siya.
Ayun po ito sinasabi natin tungkol kay Marlo Aquino. If you're a 6'9" jump shooter, how on earth can you block a shot if his arms are outstretched going up for a jump shot? Not unless Shaquille O'Neal. Kaya Shaquille O'Neal ka. Uy,
Shaquille O'Neal, makikita natin yan. Si Marlo Aquino, maglalaro din doon laban kay Shaquille O'Neal at sa kanyang mga kaibigan. Sa darating po Miyerkules yan, dito sa Araneta, doon sa Araneta Coliseum. Darating na pala sa Martes, Shaquille.
At balita, chartered jet daw ang gagamitin.
Kinuha mo? Kinuha mo sila? Uy, Big Pablo having problems. Gordon Locsin with a steal. Bal David! Uy, masyado malakas.
Well, Bal David, I think, was looking for a foul. Didn't get the call.
Samantala, as Jonadel Cardell made his beat towards the shaded area. Merong foul na tatawagin kay Vince Hizon. Mabalik tayo doon kay Shaquille Pinito. Marami nagtatanong, bakit na walang television coverage? Nasa kontrata yata yun no? Bawal talaga yung television coverage.
Totoo yan. At ang NBA kasi, very exclusive ng kanilang property rights. At ang NBA actually na nagsabi, okay, papayag silang maglaro si Shaquille O'Neal. Kasama niya yung mga NBA player na kakampi niya. But on condition that only 5 minutes of the entire game will be shown on TV. Ito ang offensive rebound ni John Best. Talagang hirap na hirap ang formula siya sa ilalim. Hirap na hirap.
Last touch ni Jolly Escobar.
Sabi nga natin kanina, no? While both these teams are terrific offensive teams, the team that will play perhaps the better defense should have an edge.
Well, sa kasalukuyan, mga kaibigan, lumobo na po itong kalamangan ng Gordon's Gin. It now stands at 17 points. Pero nag-turnover din ng Gordon's Gin. Papalitan na si Bal David sa kauna-unahang pagkakataon by Pido Harencio. Yan po ating guard shampoo matchup between John Best and Chris King. Nakita niyo naman mga average niya, no? Sa taas.
In those 3 departments, Chris King with the advantage over John Best.
Of course, mas marami namang nilaro na itong si John Best kaysa kay Chris King. Nolly Locsin down the middle. Medyo wala sa forma yung tirang yun. Nakita niya si John Best na nag-aabang sa ilalim.
At saka wala na si Bal David, no? To throw the pass and bring up the ball.
John Best with his own 3-point shot. 10 points currently para sa import ng Formula Shell. Pero malayo-layo itong kanilang hinahabol. John Best talaga namang dumadive, nagpapakamatay na yata ito para makakuha lang ng bola.
Apart that, manageable itong deficit, no? 14-point deficit facing Formula Shell. But definitely, itong Formula Shell must start tightening up the screws on defense. Because napakaganda na pinapakita ng Gordon's Gin on offense. Dami nilang variations ngayon.
Gayoso. Arecho, inabot ng 24-second shot pa.
Ewan ko ba kung at the time when we mentioned na maganda ang mga offensive variation yun, 24-second violation tuloy.
Time out tayo, time out.
The Audio Video Home Appliances.
5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Jay Mendoza in the game for the first time. Reverse layup niya. Pumasok.
Apart that point that we were earlier talking about, yung offensive variations ng Gordons. Ito si Chris King parang sa tingin ko, parang pagod na ng konti, no? Kanina, halos hindi siya nagdepensa in drive of John Best. Tapos kanina also, he hardly moved in the offensive formation. Kanya tuloy na 24-second violation. Ito naman si Marlo Aquino with a good scoring position inside.
Well, dominante si Marlo doon. 13 puntos na para sa kanya. John Best sinking a short jumper. At binaba na naman ang kalamangan sa 12 puntos.
Well, very aggressive na ang play ni John Best. Sa tingin ko, parang may recognition din ito si John Best na ito si Chris King. Baka napapagod na rin. Which was the reason also why Coach Robert Jaworski just called the timeout. I think he wanted to make sure that his boys got a breather.
Pero illegal defense na tatawagin sa formula shell. That will be a warning. Meron pa tayo 4 minutes and 46 seconds remaining sa ating second period. Wilmer Ong will come in para kay Marlo Aquino sa panig ng Gordon's Gin. At ito na po ating Mazda PBA Winning Drives promo. Big cash prizes 1-1 plus isang Mazda B2500 pickup ang ipamimigay sa Grand Draw. Tinan nyo lang kung anong klase sa sasakyan ang ating papalabas. Ilagay nyo sa inyong entry form. Ihulog naman sa alimang FMC dealer. And for more details, pusahin ang posters and printouts. Chris King from the outside. Yes, triple V para kay Chris King.
A snapshot by Chris King.
Balik na naman sa 15. Oo,
Kinuha yung bola, tapos bigla niya pinukol.
Balik na naman sa 15 ang kalamangan ng Gordon's Gin. John Best, nakita si Jonathan Cardel sa ilalim. Nandun si Noni Loxi, kaya medyo nabulabog. Oy, pumasok pa yung tira ni Jay Mendoza. Kapapasok lamang nito si Jay Mendoza. Meron na kagad 4 na puntos. May pagkakataon pa siya makakompleto ng 3-point play. Wilmer Ong ang tinawagan as you look at the San Miguel Beer coaching staff na nandito pa. Siyempre, pinamumunahan ni Coach Ron Jacobs. Kanina po ay natalo sila sa Alaska Milk, 87-71.
Partner, kaya kasi nandito ang coaching staff ng San Miguel Beer is because, well, number one, they will be playing Shell on Tuesday. And number two, baka makalaban nila yung Gordon King in a playoff for the second finals berth. Hindi natin malaman.
Marami pang posibilidad sa ganito, no?
So they're very intent on watching both these teams play.
Kumagana Noli Loxin. Uy, ang ganda ng hit. Ang ganda ng tira. Noli Loxin.
Left-handed layup.
Oo. Mahirap yung ginawa niya ngayon, ha? Kontra yung kanyang pihit. Jonadel Cardel lamang kay JV Gayoso. Cardel pa rin nakatingin kay John Best. Ginabati ni Chris King. Papasok si John Best. Short jumper naman. John Best scoring over Chris King. At binibana naman niya ang kalamangan ng Gordons to 12 points at 58-46. Meron po tayong 3.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Chris King nilabas kay Pinoy Harencio. Wilmer Ong maatake lamang kay Jonadel Cardel. Wilmer Ong binanda pa tira.
Oo, barreling his way through. And John Best saying that hindi ba offensive foul yun? Oh, Wilmer Ong and John Best just at each other physically. Kanya biglang tumawag yung referee ng foul on Wilmer Ong.
Well, John Best was drawing attention, calling attention to the beach-like guarding of Wilmer Ong. Samantala, meron po tayo mga pagpapalit. Johnny Escobar, papalitan ni Vic Pablo. At si Noli Loxin naman ay babalik sa bench para kay Benny Cheng.
A partner good move on the part of Jaworski to put a freshman on John Best because parang hindi na kaya ni Chris King depensahan si John Best.
Jonadel Cardel.
May tama yung kay Jonadel Cardel. Chris King hitting Jonadel Cardel but no foul was called.
Kaya also binigay kay Chris King. Binabantayan ni Jonadel Cardel. Dumating si John Best. May deflection by John Best. And he completes the steal. Bounce pass kay Magsarap. Balik kay Cardel. Good transition play by Formula Shell. 12 na naman ang kabante ng Gordons. Masyado malakas. Ang pasa ni JV Cayosa. Saan ba pupunta yun? Ronnie Magsanap. Kumigil. Binigay kay John Best. Binabantayan ni Benny Cheng. John Best pa rin. Nilabas kay Ronnie Magsanap. Trying to ease the pressure. John Best, dinidikitan pa rin ni Benny Cheng. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Ito na, sumugod si John Best. Pumasok ang tira. Nakakuha pa ng foul. Alamang galing kay Benny Cheng.
Ito, ginaganahan na si John Best. Take a look at this strong move to the hoop by John Best.
Madaling game pito, kaya kahit wala sa forma, pinukul niya yung bola. Ito, makikita ninyo. Not your textbook style layup. Pero pumasok at bibigyan pa siya ng bonus shot. 10 na lang ang abante ng Gordon's Gin. Kanina po yung lumobo ito sa 19. Down to a single-digit advantage para sa Gordon's Gin with 2 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
May precious na backcourt ng defense ng Formula Shell.
Kaya si Benny Ching na nagdala ng bola papunta sa kanilang front court. Binigay kay Chris King. Bantayan ng dalawang import. Ronnie Magsanok joining in. Gayoso, nakita si Wilmer Ong sa loob. Ronnie Magsanok. Yes, it will go out of bounds in favor of Formula Shell. Magandang depensa ginawa ng Formula Shell doon.
Yes, and Gordon's Gin now lapsing into crucial errors. Tumitindi ang depensa ng Formula Shell. At nagiging sluggish ang play ng Gordon.
Credit the good double teaming effort of Ronnie Magsanok. Galing siya kay Chris King. Pumunta kay Wilmer Ong. Vic Pablo. John Best libre para sa tres. Oh, yes! And look out. 6 na lang itong abante ng Gordon's Gin, down from 19.
Partner, good play that time. Low post from Victor Pablo. Waited for the double team. At hinanap talaga niya si John Best for the open three-point shot.
J.D. Gayoso. Tupido Harencio. 5 seconds na lang ang nalalabing sa kanilang shot clock. J.D. Gayoso doesn't seem to be aware of it. Gayoso. Hey!
I think that shot will be counted. Yes. Counted yung tira ni Gayoso.
John Best, tumandang kaliwa.
Ito, another setup play here for Victor Pablo. The pass too wide. Hindi na ako ni Pablo, poor communication.
Well, John Best acknowledges na siya may kasalanan doon. Hindi nagmadali si John Best sa eksenang yun. 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining in the second period. Meron pa rin pressure dito sa backcourt. Benny Cheng. Tama kay Vic Pablo. Tuloy-tuloy si Benny Cheng. Yes! Sampuna naman ang abante ng Gordon's Gin. Less than a minute to go in the second quarter. John Best. Oh, good turn by John Best. At pumasok ang tira, nakakuha pa ng foul. Talaga namang
well, all fired up. All fired up ito si John Best.
Nakikita po ninyo kung gaano ka-intense itong si John Best dito. Alam niya, nakausap. Wow! Kaya pa! Sipa! Oh! Ang dami tinamaan doon. Medyo humara-hara ka doon. Pinito, baksa ka rin. Parang ito blow by blow na.
A partner, a nice move by John Best. At alam niya, makapaw siya. That's why he used the back of his body to shield the ball and he had to get the shot from the reverse. At alam niya, ito si Wilmer Ong will not be able to play the lateral defense that you need to stop him from driving down the baseline.
7-point lead na lamang para sa Gordon's Gin at 64-57.
Partner, this big run being engineered by Formula Shell is being done without Baldavid and Vince Hizon on the floor.
Tama. Meron tayong 30-second timeout na tinawag ng Formula Shell Super Unlimited with a time down to 34.5 seconds and a 7-point lead para sa Gordon's Gin. Pakinggan po natin ito.
Wala tayong naririnig.
Wala.
Pero
mukhang baliktad
read my lips, sabi ni Chisa Nambasa.
Palagay ko ibang mikropono nabuksan.
Ito naman si Coach Chisa Nambasa. If we're trying to decipher kung ano sinasabi niya with 34.5 seconds to go, sabi niya, you know, it's a two-possession game.
Oo, 34.5.
Yes, both teams will still have cracks at the basket. And let's see what comes up here.
Pero maganda na ito pinakita ng Formula Shell. They were down by as many as 19 points. Ngayon, 7 na lamang.
You know, it's possible that Formula Shell will try to get a quick basket here because if they do...
5-point lead ngayon para sa Gordon's Gin. Gayoso. Balik ulit kay Chris King. Nakalasot si Chris King. Oh, what a slam dunk para kay Chris King to end the first half of action. At labang ng 7 ang Gordon's Gin. Look at the numbers of Chris King. Very impressive. Stay tuned for the Adidas halftime report at ating pong makikita kung sino-sino ang bubuo ng PBA All-Star lineup na lalaban versus Shaquille O'Neal and company.
again. He loves me, he loves me, he loves me.
Introducing the Indiglow Nightlight. Brilliant new watches from Timex.
The Toyota Camry bears more than a promise of luxury. It bears the GOA seal of excellence. Toyota's Global Outstanding Assessment, a series of tests that surpass U.S. and European standards in automotive safety. The Toyota Camry, the new definition of a luxury car. Toyota, I love this car.
The official jeans of the PBA. The official jeans of the PBA. The official jeans of the PBA.
LBC Courier Service matagal na kilala. Sa husay at bilis ng serbisyo. Ngayon, may affiliate company ang LBC. LBC Bank, may bilis at husay LBC. LBC Bank, Bangko Bilis.
Magandang umaga.
Bangko Bilis sa counter transaction. Bangko Bilis sa loan processing. Bangko Bilis sa taas ng interes. O, sa LBC Bank na tayo.
Beware of fakes. Great cheese.
Great joke.
The look of wood.
No good.
Nothing beats real. Nothing beats EcoWood plywood, grown in tree farms. You get real wood without harming forests. EcoWood, real good, real wood.
Ang baho-baho naman! Teachers pa ba yan? Punchay na yan! Kumakalat na alip!
I-Dr. Kaufman mo para tanggal ang fungi. Ipaligid sa buong katawan at itigil ang pagkalat ng fungi. Dr. Kaufman, sa buong gamot sa sakit sa balat.
It's coming from a world beyond our own.
Pwede rin kayo maging milyonaryo. Paano? Kadali. Hinebra na, milyonaryo ka. 31 million pesos ang ipamimigay. 30 Highlander, 30 multicab, at katapos-tapos na iba pang private. Kadali, 3 cups of bronze lang ang kailangan. Para sa detalye, tingnan na lang ang poster na ito. Milyonaryo ka?
My work really is about fabulous hair. And that begins with a great shampoo and conditioner. I couldn't find what I needed, so I created my own. I put in all that protein to enrich hair and moisture to protect hair from harsh elements. For all the vibrance and bounce to soon fabulous hair. That's why they came to me. And now I can come to you.
Hair to show off. To soon fabulous hair from Vidal Sassoon shampoo and conditioner.
Father, parami na. Nang parami. Ang gumagamit ng coat saver sa buong bansa. It's a miracle. No, Father. It's coat saver.
For premium coverage, mag-Coat Saver.
Get ready for the brightest PBA stars and hits with Dunkin' Donuts All-Star Anything Goes. Watch out for more PBA big shots and big hits next week. Only here on Dunkin' Donuts All-Star Anything Goes.
Adidas presents the PBA Halftime Report. The PBA Halftime Report is brought to you by Adidas. Feet you wear.
Welcome to the Adidas Halftime Report. Ciel Aguila. Last week we brought you Mr. Nice Guy Grant Hill. This week we bring you another NBA personality, Shaquille O'Neal, who is not only a basketball player but is also a part-time rapper and movie actor. And he will be here in Manila for the Shaq Rap and Jam Tour. On August 20, Wednesday, NBA superstar Shaquille O'Neal and his Shaq All-Stars, which includes Anya Jaclyn, will face the PBA All-Star team, composed of Marlo Aquino from Gordon's Gin, who was 1996 Rookie of the Year. Mobiline's ever-reliable forward Jeffrey Cariaso is also part of the team. They will also be joined by Santa Lucia's first-round pick Dennis Espino. At siyempre pa, kasama rin ang leading scorer ng San Miguel Beer na si Nelson the Bull Asaytono. Makakalaban din nila Shaq ang three-time most valuable player na si Alvin Patrimonio, who led Pure Foods to the championship last conference. At kung naalala nyo, lumabas din siya sa pelikula. At mula sa Pop Cola, ang aerial voyager na si Vergel Meneses ay kasama rin. Mula pa rin sa Pop Cola ay si Bonel Balingit na tinatawag na Gentle Giant. Hindi lang si Shaq ang nasa limelight, part-time actor din si Yaya Bonel at mahilig pang kumanta. Victor Pablo of Shell, who was playing very well in the semis, ay makikita rin natin in action dito sa exhibition game. Ang matalik niyang kaibigan na si Flying A. Johnny Abarrientos ng Alaska na artista rin ay kasama rin sa lineup. Isa pang point guard ay si Bal the Flash David na naging MVP ng All-Star this year. At syempre ang unanimous choice ng mga organizers to coach the star-studded PBA selection ay walang iba kundi si the living legend, Coach Sonny Jaworski. Don't forget, Shaquille O'Neal will be arriving on Tuesday, and there is word that the 6 famed Laker girls will be here at the Cuneta Asadum. So, better be here. At mas maganda pa nun, bumili kayo ng tickets para sa Wednesday sa Araneta Coliseum kung saan makikita nyo ang exhibition game at concert ni Shaq. At dyan po nagtatapos ang Adidas Halftime Report. Ito pa muli si Ciel Aguila.
Adidas has just brought you
Yan po ang magtatapos ng third quarter. Hatid sa inyo ni Ronnie Magsanok at ng kanyang mahiwagang 3-point shot.
Gilby's Choice Play number 3. Si Chris King sa kanyang Pasangko ang Daigdig.
Tama kay Jason Webb and David. Binigay kay Chris King sa ilalim.
Ay, binubuhat. Yan ang mga nakikita natin sa NBA at sa WNBA. Binubuhat nyo.
Gilby's Choice Play number 2. Eye in the Sky Play ni na Jason Webb at Ken Redfield.
Binigay kay Jason Webb. Alley-oop pass to Kenny Redfield. Exacto. Sakli.
It takes two to tango. And remember Monty Tao and David Thompson. Kailan magaling yung pumapasa sa'yo. Complete an alley-oop play like that.
At ang Gilby's Choice Play number 1. Isang Grand Hill na tira, handog ni John Cardell.
Ando si Cardell. Oh my goodness! Napapalakpak si Grant Hill.
Dahil galaw niya yun eh. Inilipat sa kabila at napatango. Ito si Grant Hill.
Tune in next time for more PBA action.
Bernes, para na lamang kumingon na maayong adlaw, kumaing gabi ng tanan diha sa bye-bye.
Partner Richie Tixon bumalik sa loob ng court and scoreless so far. Ito si Richie Tixon. Pati na rin si Ronnie Magsanok and we talked about those 2 point guards of Formula Shell at the top of our coverage.
Kaya pala.
Kanya pala na-jinx ano. Tuloy wala pang naibubuslot yung dalawa.
Uy, masyado mataas yung pasa ni Vince Hizo papunta kay Chris King. Richie Tixon. Lead pass intended for John Best. Wala rin. Masyado rin malakas at ayun. Over the backwood si John Best.
Andun yata ang gallery ng Formula Shell. Kanya sabi niya, okay lang.
Kapasilan sa dali.
Safe territory.
5 puntos mga banda ng Gordons. Chris King. Nilabas kay Vince Hizon. Noli Locsin against John Best. Natin, uy. Merong nagkakulyahan yata si Vince Hizon at si Jun Marzana at si Referee Cruz. lumapit bigla. Mukhang may tatawagin siyang, ano kaya ito?
Well, hindi natin nakakita, no? Because that play.
Deliberate foul.
Jason at tinawagan.
Nakakadalawang deliberate foul ang tinatawag ni referee Cruz kanina kay John Best nung first quarter. Dito naman si Vince Hizon. So Vince Hizon will also have to sit
out,
down
yes.
for 3 minutes. Ayun.
Nag-react si Vince Hizon at hinawakan yata siya ni June Marsan. But that always happens in basketball, no?
Hindi ba nag-abot
retaliation?
Si June Marsan at si Vince Hizon sa Ginebra noon? Hindi ba sila nag-abot?
Hindi yata.
Hindi sila
magka-vibes. Well, nahawakan yata si Vince Hizon ni June Marsan. At alam natin ito si June Marsan is a very physical defensive player. Nag-react naman si Vince Hizon.
Pero matalino si June Marsan.
Nautakan niya. Nautakan niya si Vince Hizon. And Hizon will now have to sit out 3 minutes.
Ito Angulo. Ayun. Biglang tumihit si...
yes, and that was a retaliation on the part of Vince Hizon.
Samantala, si June Marsan para sa free throws. Pumasok ang una. At si Michael Orquillas ang dinispatcha ni Coach Jaworski sa official statement para palitan.
Partner, that's not going to help Gordon's gym because yung kalamangan has been whittled down to just 4 points. And it could be even less kung maipasok yung June Marsan itong tiro na to.
Alalahanin po rin nyo, umabot ng 19 puntos ang abante ng Gordon's gym kanina. Ito, kinakausap ni Coach Jaworski si Vince Hizon para kailangan konting labig lang, huwag kang magpapadala. Well, because of the deliberate foul, free throws and possession para kay June Marsan. Gusto yata ni June Marsan na sa kanya na lahat.
At partner, yung offensive rebound ni Jolly Escobar. Yun, baka makuha ulit ng
yes!
At nakuha na naman.
Best with a good save. And June Marsan has it. Sumaksak sa loob. Binigay kay Vic Pablo sa labas. Ayaw. At si Michael Orquillas nakakuha ng loose ball. Just a 3-point lead now by Gordon's Gin. Mataas na pa sa papunta kay Marlo Aquino and Johnny Escobar gives up the foul. 9 minutes and 14 seconds remaining here in the third period.
Ito yung pasa. Eye in the sky pass from Pito Harencio. Ayun, talagang ginawa. Walang kaduda-duda, ika nga.
Well, medyo alanganin si Johnny Escobar dahil baka maipasok na ni Marlo Aquino yun from underneath. Sabi siguro ni Johnny, pahirapan ko kaya si Marlo. Free throw kaya bigay ko sa kanya.
Well, alam naman natin na yan ang ika nga Waterloo ni Marlo Aquino. Yung free throw shooting niya. At well, alam natin si Will Chamberlain also had his woes from the free throw line. At ang darating natin na bisita, si Shaquille O'Neal also.
May kung sino-sino na ang hinire nila para maturuan lang eh.
Dapat yata si Boxer Tornado.
May foul na naman na tatawagin kay Orquillas. First personal foul. 13 foul na yan para sa Gordon. Sa Michelle, sa pasalukuyan, meron naman isa. John Best labang kay Noni Locsin. Wala. Chris King, binigay kay Pino Harencio. Harencio looking at Noli Locsin. Locsin laban. Vic Pablo with a block pero hindi tumigil. Si Noli Locsin. Yan ang kailangan eh. Alam mo, yung kultura natin kuminsan, medyo nakakatawa eh. Kasi pag pinalpal ka dito sa Pilipinas, jahe. Pero kung marunong ka, wala mo mag-jahe-jahe. Pilitin mo makuhuli mo na.
Yung si Noli Locsin, talagang ginawa niyang lahat para makuha niya yung offensive rebound. Second one and the putback. At partner in that situation, hindi mo mabahin dalawang malalaki ng Gordon Gym. Kanya dapat lang si Noli Locsin had to get that offensive rebound.
A double team on Chris King.
Too long.
At mataas din yung pasa niya ni Chris King intended for Mike Orquillas.
The partner, he was hemmed in and you will expect that double team from Formula Shell, especially if Chris King is outside. Nakita natin sa first half, pumapasok ito sa loob si Chris King. Pero ngayon, it's again going back to his old ways of waiting for the pass outside. Nice dish off.
Maganda naman yung drop pass ni June Marsan papunta kay Johnny Escobar, who now has 9 points in the game. Dalawa na lang ang abante ng Gordon's Gin at 73-71. Sigawan ng mga tao dahil si Val David pinadala na ni Coach Jaworski sa official stable. Pido Harencio, nakita yata ni Pido, sabi, uy, papasok na si Val David, kailangan mo biskot.
Hindi pa nakakascore ito si Pido.
Pero merong foul on that sequence at si Pido Harencio, papalitan ngayon ni Val David sa panig ng Gordon's Gin. Noli Luxin nakatingin kay Marlo Aquino. Tama kay John Best Aquino.
Yun naman, hindi nila double team si Marlo.
Oh.
And they paid the price for it because John Best allowed him that turnaround.
75-71. 4-point lead para sa Gordon's Gin. Jun Marzan laban kay Michael Orquillas. At sa pagtangkap ni John Best ng pasa, natawagan ang kanyang pangalawang personal foul si Noli Luxin.
Napansin natin, hindi na ginagamit ni Coach Robert Jaworski si Chris King as a defensive player on John Best.
Si Noli Luxin ang nagbabantay ngayon kay John Best na naman si Jun Marzan. Libre na naman si Vic Pablo. Ayaw! Marlo Aquino taps it. Pero merong foul na nakita si referee Cruz. Natatawa si Noli.
At that will be the 15th foul of Gordon's Gin.
Oo. So, bagang napasok sa penalty ang Gordon's Gin. 7 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. Dito po sa ating third period. Kung natrasa po kayo ng pagpapanood, kanina po sa ating first game, nagwagi ang Alaska over San Miguel Deer. 87-71. Val David, pasigsag-sigsag, binigay kay Noli Luxin. Sado malakas, Orquilla.
Open court situation. At si Orquillas pa nakakuha ng offensive rebound. Ito na si John Best. At pinasa pa niya yung bola.
Tried to dish it off to Jolly Escobar. Fortunately, para sa Formula Shell, nahawakan ng Gordon's Gin ang bola bago ito lumabas. So it will stay with Formula Shell Super Unleaded. They've got 19 seconds on the shot clock. John Best, tama kay Noli Luxin. They clear out for him. Ito na, susugod na si John Best. Pinabas kay Vic Pablo. Richie Tixon. Tixon sinusundan ni Michael Orquillas. Off to Pablo. Pablo decides to go for it. Wala. Marlo Aquino, sila po ang bola. Binigay kay Val David. Val David to Chris King against Jun Marzan. Yes, with a foul.
Chris King undaunted.
Jun Marzan picks up his first personal foul. At ito naman sa Chris King, tumuloy-tuloy.
At saka naka-dribble pa, ha? But again, the pass coming from Val David.
Chris King with a three-point play opportunity here.
Ito si Chris King, played for the Seattle Supersonics, also for the Vancouver Grizzlies in the NBA. Siya po yung taga Wake Forest, which is the same university of Tim Duncan, who is the NBA's top draft pick last year.
Hindi si Arnold Palmer. Saka si Arnold Palmer.
Taga Wake Forest?
Oh, Curtis Strange. Mga taga Wake Forest. Oh, good tip in there by Jolly Escobar.
Alam ko taga Sherwood Forest sila.
Wake Forest yan. Mga grand alumni ng Wake Forest. Whoops. There's a foul.
Ibang-iba talaga ang laro ng Gordon's Gin kung nasa loob si Val David. The way he sets up the play and the way he looks to create scoring opportunities for his
Club Roman Traditional Fit. Club Roman Jeans and Shirts. Club Roman.
Okay, 5:51 to go here in the third quarter. Chris King at the line. Pumasok mo muna, 7 puntos po ang abante ng Gordon's Gin at 80-73. 81-73. Kanina, lumapit na po itong Formula Shell sa lamang ng Gordon's Gin. Look at the fast break points.
Well, exactly as we anticipated, ha?
Takbuhan, no?
Pareho sila.
Marlo Aquino with a block off John Best. Ano ito na si Val David.
Again.
Whoa! Monted na. Palestero sa rebound to magsanok. Jonadel Cardel pulls up. Nabitawan ang bola. At malamang tatawagan ng out of bounds si Jonadel Cardel. Naalala nyo last year, Commissioner's Cup, Shell versus Gordon's Gin. Tignan natin. Mamaya na yun. Mamaya na. Okay. May mapakita tayong flashback mamaya mula dun sa Commissioner's Cup noong 1996 as Bogos Araban. Ito, pakita natin.
Ang habol ng Formula Shell to send this game into overtime. Ang habol naman ng Ginebra San Miguel to score the winning basket here with 10.5 seconds to go. Of course, you can't count out a steal by Formula Shell, and they might still be able to win it in regulation. So Ginebra must be careful in controlling or taking care of possession.
Henry James, what about the way? Pinapalo doon sa paras. Kapag naman Santos, pero Redfield, 2 seconds to go. Redfield launches it! Hey! Pumasok! Is that counted? Is that counted?
I think it will count. Yes!
My God, this is unbelievable!
Kaya po mga kaibigan natin, PBA flashback. Tayo rin pala dalawa.
Oo, tayo dalawa.
Yun yung magical shot ni Kenny Redfield galing sa labas.
At saka si Henry James na naglalaro for Ginebra San Miguel in that game, and he was blocked by Benji Paras, and Paras is not able to play for Formula Shell tonight. Yan na naman si Paul David.
Ito yung sinasabi mo, Kinito, yung team play ngayon ng Gordon's Gin maganda. Tony Locsin had a beat, was going for a beat to the basket, pero nakita niya libre si Bal David, binigay niya ang bola.
Partner kasi contagious ang laro ni Bal David, no? When you see him play so unselfishly, it rubs off on his teammates. Kanya lahat ng mga kakampi ni Bal David, naghahanap din ng open na teammates, kagaya niya.
Kabatara may foul na tinawag kay Tom Ballesteros. Vince Season comes back for Mike Orquillas. Kanina po ay pinaupo muna si Vince Season kapagkat natawagin siya ng deliberate foul na mag-react siya doon sa pagbabantay sa kanya ni Jun Marsan. Season binigay kay Chris King. Labas kay Bal David, libre! 10-point lead para sa Gordon's Gin at 85-75. 3 minutes and 56 seconds remaining in the third period.
In partner, that was another assist by Chris King. When he was double-teamed, hinanap niya yung kanyang libreng kakampi.
Pick and roll, John Best.
Ito, kanya-kanyang lakaran na lang ang Formula Shell, taking shots from the outside. No screens, no passing the ball, no looking for the open man.
Tumama po sa ibabaw ng board yung bola, kanya automatic turnover yan. 10-point lead para sa Gordon's Gin at 85-75. Tony Locsin umaatras, offensive foul. That's going to be his fourth personal. Guard the shampoo matchup between the two imports. Advocate. Naman sa rebound si John Best. Naman sa assist si Chris King.
After John Best had 18 points in the second quarter.
Tama.
So, a very slow start for John Best. But bigla siyang kumanad in second period.
Well, sa first quarter, hindi nakascore ng field goal yan. Meron siyang 5 points, pero puro free throws yun. Oh, magandang pasa. Wow! Marlo Aquino with another shot block. This time of Estong Ballesteros. Double black eye because the ball goes out of bounds in favor of Gordon's Gin. Ito, panoorin nyo. Para matuwa naman kayo. Oh!
Perfect block shot by Milo the Skyscraper.
Yan ang sinasabi natin, kabit na kabit. Chris King double teamed. Vince Season, nagalangan. Nakita sila nilang sila kumakat. Ballesteros, ahay! Ballesteros, ano ba yun? Hindi niya hinawakan ng bola. Chris King and John Best will be called for the foul. At magiging pang-apat na yan, kung di ako nagkakamali. Pangatlo ni John Best. We have a timeout, folks.
Bir na dapat. Ito ang katapat.
Skechers Sport Utility Footwear.
Skechers, what the world's coming to? Autograph lang, liga na.
Scoop mo naman. Ang sarap na kasama. Mula ngayon, ikaw na ang honey ko.
Sino yun?
Ang bagong honey ni Aga, kuhang-kuhang sarap ng honey at lemon. Bagong Stork Honey Lemon na nasa pillow pack.
Sulong natin kay si Aga.
Hi girls! Meet my new honey.
Honey? Itong honey mo?
Ito lang talaga, Stork Honey Lemon.
Ang bagong honey ni Aga.
For 3 all-time in North Carolina State High School scoring. Of course, number 1, Michael Jordan. Ito, field goals 65% shooting ang Gordon's Gin at 42% shooting ang Formula Shell. So, a torrid clip by the Boars.
3-point shot. John Best missing it. Chris King all alone for the rebound. 12 puntos na naman ang abante ng Gordon's Gin at 87-75. 2.5 minutes remaining. David getting instructions from the bench.
Ito, at hindi nila pinapressure si David, no? He has been responsible for this big lead of Gordon's Gin.
Big Pablo out jumping Vince Heon there. Dako ni John Best ang loose ball. Binigay kay Jojo Lim. Titira na naman ng tres.
Wala libre siya, but not there for John Best.
Si Jolly Escobar had a piece of that ball, pero inagaw sa kanya ni Marlo Aquino. Narito na ngayon si David. David will pull up for a jumper.
Ito na naman si David. The flash. Doing his thing sa loob ng court.
Alam mo, nung pumasok si David kanina, 3 na lang ang lamang ng Gordon's Gin. Pero ngayon, lumawig na naman sa 14. Blanca na naman.
Part na nagiging predictable na ang offensive movement ng Formula Shell. They're going to John Best. They want him in the groove offensively at hindi naman siya nakaka-score because double team ang hinaharap kanya.
Mukha rin pinipilit ka ni John Best.
Oo, pilit na nga.
Sumantara marang illegal defense. No basket there. Illegal defense ang tinawag. That's going to be a technical on Formula Shell.
Partner, malaking bagay at disadvantage for Formula Shell when the guards are not scoring. At alam natin ito sina Richie Dixon and Ronnie Magsanok have not been able to find their range from 3-point range. And
from anywhere actually.
Oo, 0-0 pala data silang dalawa.
Tama yun.
And you need the guards to be able to score from the outside. Para naman ito si John Best will be able to operate inside, no? O hindi, talagang hirap na hirap si John Best kung wala siyang tulong sa mga local na kakampi niya.
Benny Cheng, the basket Vince, he's on with the jumper. Yes. 92-75 at rumaratsada na naman itong Gordon's Gin. 17 puntos sa kalamangan ng Gordon. Maganda pasa kay Ronnie Magsanok pero medyo malalim siya. So John Best na naman, nalabas kay Ronnie. Magsanok tries a 3-point shot. Wala. And Marlo Aquino gets it over to Benny Cheng. Benny Cheng to David. David, bibigay kay Chris King. Chris King said, walang kailangan para magmadali.
Partner showing a lot of patience. Itong half-court execution ng Gordon's Gin.
Ayun na naman. Medyo nabitawan ni Chris King. At si Peter Naron nakuha ang rebound, binigay kay Ronnie Magsanok si John Best. Ito si John Best, sinalubong ni Benny Cheng. Nasa penalty na po yan. So bibigyan ng 2 free throws si John Best on the second personal foul of Benny Cheng. Magandang gabi po muli Pilipinas. Ito po si Ed Pixon kasama si Kenito Henson para sa Vintage Sports. Diyos maray nga banggi sa Indogabus, mga tugang, dyan po sa Bicol. At sa lahat po ng mga nanonood ngayon sa iba't ibang sulok ng Pilipinas. Punong-puno po ang Cuneta Astrodome. Kanina, ang labanan, Alaska Milk versus San Miguel Beer, nanalo ang Alaska 87-71. Mantala, papahingahin muna sa Chris King with only 25.5 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Pinasok si Wilberong. Yes.
Good move on the part of Gordon's Gin. Para mabigyan naman ng breather si Chris King. John Best, second round draft choice, New Jersey Nets in 1993, putting in his free throws.
Pero lumapad din ang gusto itong kalamangan ng Gordon's Gin. It now stands at 15 points at 92-77. Richie Dixon getting a pick from Marlo Aquino. Tumuloy-tuloy, left and left, wala. Benny Cheng to Marlo. And the third quarter is history. Labang ng Gordon's Gin, 94-77.
Shot. He took off Peter Naron.
Alam mo ganito, kanina punong-puno ito po na taas ito. Pero during the break, after the third quarter, marami na naglabasan. At mukhang sa tingin nila, hindi na makakahabol itong Formula Shell.
Magandang talagang pinapakita ng Gordon's Gin. Looks like a team that is headed for the championship. Well, alam natin itong Boars. Actually, the Latondenya franchise has gone to the finals 2 straight conferences, looking for a 3rd straight Etong tira ni Marlo Aquino, 2 points plus may bonus pa.
Alalahanin po natin mga kaibigan, sa pagpasok dito sa larong ito, ang record ng Gordons dito sa semifinals, 3 wins and 3 losses. Pero napag-usapan natin dito kanina, kahit na actually matalo sila rito ngayon at manalo sila sa Martes, sa Santa Lucia, may pag-asa pa silang makapasok sa finals.
Actually, baka nga magkaroon ng three-way tie for first place, no? Because yung Alaska is already on top with 11-7. Tapos yung San Miguel naman, kung manalo sila against Formula Shell sa Tuesday, will also become 11-7.
Kung mananalo naman ang Gordons ngayon at sa Martes, 11-7.
So tatlo silang mag-11-7. In that situation, sa quotient system, outright na ang Alaska. So maglalaban in the playoff, San Miguel at saka ang Gordons Gin.
Yan po mga kaibigan, baka naman yun lang ang narinig ninyo. Pinag-uusapan po namin ni Kinito. Yan ay kung mananalo. Kung mananalo ngayon ang Gordons, mananalo sila sa Martes, at kung mananalo rin ang San Miguel sa Martes laban sa Shell.
Ngayon, kung matalo naman ang San Miguel sa Shell on Tuesday, at ang Gordons Gin naman ang manalo tonight and against Santa Lucia on Tuesday, then sure ina yung dalawa. And we're talking of Alaska and Gordons Gin. Sapagkat hindi na makaka-avail ang San Miguel doon sa 5 out of 8 dahil apat na panalo pa lamang sila. Baldavid, 20 puntos na po ang abante ng Gordons Gin, 99-79 mid-season. Partner, kung matalo dito ang Formula Shell, definitely out na sila of the running for a final slot.
At sa takbo po ng laro, para bang nararamdaman natin, parang tumutupi na itong Formula Shell.
Well, on an offensive flow, nasa Gordons, no? And again, the man who made this thing happen was Baldavid. He got everyone involved in the offense, kanya nandun na yung pulso, tsaka yung flow ng game.
101-81, 20-point lead para sa Gordons Gin with 9 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. Baldavid, lumusot, nakita si Marlo Aquino, pero sumama raw kay John Best, sabi ni referee Cruz.
At meron pang 8 seconds on the shot clock. Well, nakita natin kanina si Jay Mendoza. Ano yung sinabi niya?
John Best contesting the inbound. At nakuha ni Vic Pablo, binigay kay Richie Tixon.
Partner, everything is still possible, no? Okay, 20-point lead. But eto naman Formula Shell must start playing tough defense on the other end.
They also have to score.
Yes, and they do have to score, especially yung kanilang backcourt men. Yung kanilang 3-point shooting just off night when Shell needed it most.
Mid-season. Well, sabi mo nga, yung mga gwardiya hindi nakatulong dito para sa Formula Shell. Ronnie Magzanok 0, Richie Tixon 0. Ito si Vic Pablo at si John Best ang talagang nagkukumahog para sa Formula Shell, pero it definitely is not enough.
Well, actually, nag-relax ang defense at that time by Gordon's Gin, so I'm not sure if that's a good sign.
Bagay, malayo po tayo. 8 minutes and 35 seconds.
It's still a long way to go. At yung aggressiveness ng Gordon's Gin dapat should be consistent from start to finish. Ito si Marlo Aquino will go to the line on that foul.
John Best called for the foul. His fourth personal.
Actually, partner, nung natalo yung Gordon's Gin to San Miguel, that was 2 games back. Parang naging wake-up call yun eh. From that, they bounced back to beat Alaska, although by only 2 points. And
pero
now,
malaki namang doon na, naghabol doon ang Alaska.
Well, in this game, they're looking very, very sharp. We're talking of Gordon's Gin.
At saka merong killer's instinct, nga, kumbaga sa mga boksingero, di ba? Hindi nila tinatantanan. Hindi katulad doon sa Alaska, no, na talagang, malaki yung lamang nila, pero napahabol pa ng Alaska yun, montik pa. Ito, si Marlo Aquino, siniguro pa yung mga free throws. So, 20 na naman ang abante ng Gordon's Gin. June Marzan, quick basket. That's what they need to do. Nakakuha pa siya ng foul.
Now, partner, this is Coach Robert Jaworski naman, giving Baldavid some badly needed rest. At alam niya, 8:24 to go, still a lot of time left. He can keep Baldavid resting, tapos maybe with about 3-4 minutes to go, he can check back in just in case the lead is whittled down by Formula Shell.
Ayan, nakikita natin si Baldavid. Wala naman daw problema yan.
24 assists of Gordon Gin at si Baldavid, 11 assists na. Kapuna-punang performance ni Baldavid sa larong ito, especially in terms of getting his teammates involved sa offensa. Very unselfish ang play niya.
Dito, Harencio ngayon nasa point guard position para sa Gordon's Gin. JV Gayoso nakatingin kay Marlo Aquino, nilabas muna kay Pido. Dumating na kay Marlo, 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Benny Cheng will have to put it up. Ay, hindi nila alam. 103-85. 18 puntos po ang abante ng Gordon's Gin with 7 minutes and 56 seconds remaining.
Partner, in that situation, kung nandun si Chris King, alam mo kung sinong pupukol ng tira. But of course, Chris King is resting on the bench.
Hindi, saka hindi nila alam eh. Hindi nila alam na the shot clock was winding down.
Ang nabigyan ng bola sa labas, ito si Wilmerong. Hindi naman titira yung sa labas.
7 minutes and 48 seconds to go.
A luxurious moment here for Coach Robert Jaworski as he can afford to have Chris King and Baldavid plus Noli Locsin plus Vince Season resting on the bench.
John Best, titikada ng 3. Yun. Kailangan nila yun.
Partner talagang 3-point shooter is John Best. But in a game like this is where you know that Formula Shell badly needs someone like a Benji Paras.
And
hinawakan ni JB Gayoso.
At humihingi ng deliberate foul si John Best. Sabi niya kanina, tinawagan mo ako ng deliberate foul. Ito na, kita niyo interception ni Richie Tixon.
At may tulak, ha?
May tulak pa. 103-88 is the count. 15 puntos po ang abante ng Gordon's Gin. 7:28 to go.
Well, kung talagang minamalas. John Best missing his first free throw. Alam natin ito si John Best, a torrid shooter even back in his college days. 1992-93, playing for Tennessee Tech as a senior, he ranked number 3 in the NCAA, scoring 28.5 points.
Sa batala, meron tayong tama. Coach Aquino misses that one, and John Best taps it over to Vic Pablo.
But partner, that was a good play, ha? Double team on Chris King, tapos yung strong side cut ni Marlo Aquino.
Pero ito, si John Best, pang-apat ng triple V yan. Which reminds us nga pala, bukas sa Triple V Golf Tournament in celebration of their anniversary. Well, congratulations, Triple V group of companies.
Partner, don't look now. It's just an 11-point lead.
Tama,
And 6:42 to go. A lot of basketball time left. Ito, almost a steal. At si Best ang tatawagan ng foul. Masakit yun.
Yun ang panlima ni John Best. Yun ang delikado dyan. Kaya po mga kaibigan, ang matchup ng dalawang imports ating guard shampoo matchup. At namang dito si John Best. Pero yun nga, sapagkat he really has to work extra hard dito, naghahabol sila. Marlo Aquino, double team, dinabas kay Pino Hanay sa balik-ulit kay Marlo. Marlo against Johnny Escobar. Wala. June Marzan para sa rebound for Formula Shell. Binigay kay Richie Tixon. 11-point lead na lang para sa Gordon's Gin. John Best, dinabas kay Richie Tixon. June Marzan, libre. Titira. Yes! Pinabayaan nila si June Marzan.
Ito na yung uprising ng Formula Shell. Last week stand na to. At si Coach Robert Jaworski, I think, might have to bring back his starters.
Oo. Well, si Vince Season, pinapunta rin niya sa official stable. Ito humihingi na pasa sa Chris King. Binabatay siya ngayon ni Vic Pablo. Pinukol ni Chris King. Wala. John Best with the rebound. Aba, delikado nito. 7 puntos na lang ang abante ng Warriors at nasa shell pa ang bola.
And partner, si Robert Jaworski is tapping Baldavid to check back in. Ito sinabi natin. That if things go a little bit hairy, babalik ito si Baldavid. Si Richie Tixon naman.
First 2 points for Richie Tixon off the glass. And that cuts the lead down to 7 points. Malayo pa tayo. 5.5 minutes remaining. JV Gayoso still in the backcourt. Binigay kay Pino Harencio. Harencio nakatingin kay Chris King. John Best with a tap. Ang natin si Johnny Escobar. At tatawagan siya ng foul.
Big call yan because first, it negates a possible turnover. And second, that's the 15th foul on Formula Shell.
At panlima rin yan kay Johnny Escobar.
Ito, babalik na sina Vince Season at Baldavid.
Ito na lang ang abante ng Gordon's Gin at 103-96. 5 minutes and 26 seconds remaining. Nasa Gordon's ang bola. Vince Hison binigay kinona ng Kusin. Balik ulit kay Vince. Marlo Aquino laban kay Johnny Escobar. There's a double team. Hison nalabas kay Bal David. Chris King laban kay Vic Pablo.
Spread out offense ang Gordon's Gin. Ito na yung penetration.
Dumoble si Richie Tixon at Vic Pablo kay Chris King. Victor Pablo tatawagan ng kanyang pangatlong personal foul dito sa larong ito. Meron pa tayong 5 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in the ball game. Lamang ng 7 ang Gordon's Gin at 103-96. Nasa penalty na ang Formula Shell. Ang Gordon's dalawang team foul pa lamang. Ronnie Magsala papasok para kay Richie Tixon sa panig ng Formula Shell.
Partner ito si Chris King, 1993-94. He played for the Seattle Supersonics, 95-96 for the Vancouver Grizzlies. NBA single game highs niya, 21 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 assists.
That's pretty impressive. John Best naman, pumupwesto lamang kay Chris King. Jun Marsan decides to go for it. Kinaliwa niya ang tira dahil meron nakabantay sa kanya sa ilalim. May isa na pa, walang tinawag. Vince Hison, binigay kay Chris King. Chris King, tuloy-tuloy!
At meron pa bonus para kay Chris King. And what a rousing ovation Chris King is getting from the Gordon crowd. Ito, yung aggressive play ni Chris King.
Tama-tama ang sinabi mo kanina, Kinito. Iba talaga ang laro ng Gordon pag nandiyan si Bal David. Pagpasok ni Bal David, parang pamatay sunog eh.
Oo eh. At saka everybody starts moving. At alam nila, mabibigyan sila ng bola ni Bal David if they are open and if they are moving without the ball.
Alalahanin po ninyo kanina, mga kaibigan, umabot sa 22 puntos to kalamangan ng Gordons. Tinapyas ng Formula Shell nung pinasok ni Coach Jaworski yung kanyang mga shock troopers. Pero nung binalik, eto, double digit na naman. 11 na naman ang abante ng Gordon's Gin. Nandiyan dyan yung, siguro ito na yung best 5 ni Coach Jaworski. With the import, Marlo Aquino, Noli Locsin, Vince Hison at Bal David.
Apart ng problema ng Gordon's Gin, begins kung stationary sila sa offense. And that usually happens when Chris King is on the outside, hogging the ball and looking for an opportunity for himself to score. Pero kung nakabal David yung bola, gumagalaw ang kanyang mga kakampi. Ito, talking about galaw.
Kabitawa ni Jim Marsan ang bola habang kapasok siya sa lane. So things are falling apart para sa Formula Shell. Pero mahaba pa itong ating laban. 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Vince Hison, dalabas kay Bal David. Jumper di Bal. Ayaw. Vic Pablo para sa rebound. Bihingi na pasa sa Ronnie Magsanap. Binato.
Si Chris King naman. It's his turn to go over to the crowd. And that was near the Shell bench.
4 minutes, 13 seconds remaining. 11-point lead para sa Gordon's Gin.
A nice deflection by Chris King. Kitang-kita natin yun sa ating slow-mo.
John Best is fouled.
Pilit na mga tira ni John Best.
Well, may halong pagod na rin siguro yan. Apat na team foul pa lamang sa Gordon's Gin, so they're not yet in the penalty.
Father and son. Nakita natin every opportunity. Ito si Coach Jaworski is giving pointers to his son.
Well, marami siyang pwede matutunan dyan. Pangalawa ni John Best, hindi pumasok. 10-point lead para sa Gordon's Gin at 107-97. 4 na minuto na lamang ang nananabi dito sa labanang ito ng Gordon's Gin at ng Formula Shell Super Unleaded. Noli Locsin, laban kay John Best. Locsin sumusugod. Nasa ilalim.
Natin si John Best has 6 personal fouls. 5 personal fouls, and 1 more will mean graduation.
Pero nag-travel doon, nanggigil ng konti si Noli Locsin, kaya natawagin sa ng-traveling violation. Samantala si Jonathan Cardel, pinadala na ni Coach Chito Narvasa sa loob para palitan si Jim Marsan. At si Jonathan Cardel ngayon madala ng bola, bounce pass si John Best. John Best nakatingin sa labas, nilabas kay Vic Pablo. Pablo, jumper, yes.
Smooth shot from the outside by Victor Pablo. Again, the double team on John Best. Naghanap, very typical play na yun, Nado-double team yung import, tapos naghanap siya ng kakampi. Spot up shooter.
Walo na lang ang abante ng Gordon. Marlo Aquino swishes the net. 10 na naman, 109-99. Ronnie Magsanok. Surprisingly, wala nagta-timeout ngayon, ha?
Oh, pinapabayaan na lang.
Uy, John Best with a 3-point shot. Panlima na yan ni John Best sa larong ito. He's got a total of 40 points. 40 na ginagawa ni John Best.
And John Jaclyn sticking too close to Bal David.
Sa penalty na po yung Formula Shell. Kanya't ibig sabihin yan, dalawang free throws para kay Bal David. 2:55 to go.
A monster game by the Flash David.
Oo. Matindi ginawa nitong si Bal David sa laro ito.
Ito, may double-double na siya. 14 points.
Merong babae rin, may t-shirt nakalagay, Bal, the Flash David. Sila mga mga fans na rin, hindi papagawa sila ng mga ganyan. Para ipakita lang kung ano sila
loyal.
Oo. 111-102.
At John Best naghahanap na naman ng 3-point shot. And he's just forcing it.
Oo, nandun naka-covered si Chris King.
And partner, that has been the story of this ball game. Formula Shell taking a lot of individual shots. Bal David naman was hammered on the way to the hoop.
Ronnie Magsanok acknowledging the foul.
Walang masyadong pasahan ng Formula Shell. And John Best trying to do things on his own. In contrast, ito naman Gordon's Gin. Talagang maganda ang kanilang ball movement.
Maganda teamwork ng Gordon's Gin sa gabi ito. At talagang pursigido sila na manalo talaga rito. Kaya gumaganda talaga ang pag-asa ng Gordon's Gin na ika nga makapasok sa finals. Bagamat ano sa tingin mo kinito? Kung mananalo rito ang Gordon, so, depende rin sa mangyayari sa Martes.
Oo.
May malalaking laro po tayo sa Martes.
Well, ika nga, good to the last gap itong semifinal
talaga
round
naman.
ng PBA.
Kasi nung umpisa pa lang, di kita na kagad eh.
Oo. And we still don't know what will happen in the final standings. And in fact, it might not even be conclusive. Baka magkaroon pa tayo ng playoff.
Pare.
For the second finals berth. Because alam natin yung Alaska is already inside the finals.
Yes.
No matter what happens.
By virtue of their win kanina.
Oo. Tsaka yung kanilang quotient. Aksaya na lang ng oras ang inahabol ng Gordon's Gin.
Oo. Kaya kahit tumat si Vinciso. Oy! Ayun, si Vinciso pa rin nakakuha. John Best with a steal. Best will try for a 3. Yes. As we go to the last 2 minutes of the game, brought to you by Hope Luxury Cigarettes. Here's steal by John Best. 6 na lang yung abante na yan. Kinito, 153. Mahaba pa yan.
Partner, yung 3-point shot ni John Best, ha?
Oo.
What confidence.
Yes.
Although, meron siyang ding kakampi.
So, Ronnie Magsanok ka nandun sa ilalim.
But that's good thinking on his part.
Mid-season. Uy. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Bal David with a 3-point shot! Yun, matindi rin.
Partner, palagay ko naman, unanimous na ang ating decision kung sino magiging best player na choice natin.
Sino?
Kanina pa natin sinasabi how he has controlled the tempo of this game.
We have a timeout.
Quality. Outlast Battery, winner of international awards for quality.
1 minute and 27 seconds remaining in the game. It's a 9-point lead na naman ng Gordon's Gin over Formula Shell. Good play here. Oh, but Marlo Aquino was there with a shot block. Nakakailan na ba ito si Marlo dito sa apat na shot block na, pero matitinding mga shot block yun.
Our partner dito si Marlo Aquino also wanted to show here that he is ready to play in the championships.
Oo. Donnie looks in. Richie Tixon. Binigay kay Ronnie Magsanok. 2-point guard na ginagamit ni Coach Tito Narvasa, pero ayaw talaga pumasok yung tira ni Ronnie Magsanok.
At may foul pa.
Ayun na, matindi. Ronnie Magsanok has not scored in this game. Ayan, nakikita po ninyo ang ating VAT 69 best player of the game. Sino nga? Kinito?
Dapat lang. The Flash.
Oh, matindi. Double-double yan. 18 points, 11 assists. Meron pang 5 rebounds.
O kanina pa natin binabanggit how he has done so well for Gordon's Gin in this game. Very contagious ang kanyang unselfish play. Well, actually, itong Gordon's Gin is the league's #1 team in assists, #1 team in rebounding, and that, of course, is the dejected look of Coach Chito Narvaza as he sees the finals hopes of Formula Shell crumble.
Chris King, 118 to 105. 46 seconds remaining. Richie Tixon, ayaw talaga pumasok yung mga tira ng Formula Shell. Wala ka magagawa. Pag sinabi mo nga, pag inaalat ka, talagang ganyan ang buhay. Ito, Tony Locsin, tinan mo. Nagbintis ng isa.
Nandun pa. May offensive rebounding pa sila.
Ito, si Ronnie Magsanap, binigay na sa kanya yung layup na yun. His first 2 points of the game. Chris King, napulot ni Vince Hison. Oh, alley-oop! Why? Sarap.
Well, tuwa-tuwa si Chris King.
Nagitian sila. Nagitian sila dalawa ni Vince Hison.
So, cup the assist for Vince the Prince.
122 to 109. 13-point lead para sa Gordon's Gin. Shot clock is off. And Gordon's Gin on its way to pick up its 10th win.
Ito, tumira na 3-pointer si Milo Aquino. And that will do it.
Yes. Gordon's Gin now with 10 wins against 7 losses. Buhay na buhay po, mga kaibigan, ang pag-asa ng Gordon's Gin na makapasok sa final, samantalang ang Formula Shell ay wala na po sa takbuhan.
Well, eliminated na ang Formula Shell.
Ito, mga kaibigan, kasama po ni Yel Aguila, ang ating winning coach. Walang iba kundi si Sonny Jaworski. Yel.
Yes, thank you. Coach, you needed to win this game. What did you tell your players before the game and at the half in order to win this game? What motivation did you give them?
Well, I think it's the usual motivational speech that I deliver. We got to win it. There's no other way. And it's good that the ball rotation came about. Chris King also came up with pretty good defense, and Marlo was there, and almost everybody else. So I'm just happy that this is what happened. And well, we have that game on Tuesday that's very important, so we got to put it together.
How are you going to prepare for this game on Tuesday? Santa Lucia might play the spoilers through.
Well, we need it more than they do. So we just have to focus and realize that working together is the key.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Yan po ang ating final score. Gordon's Gin winning in style. 122 to 109. Hindi po nila pinahabol ang Formula Shell. Actually, humabol, no? Nababa nila yung kalamangan to only 3 points, if I recall correctly. Pero nung pumasok si Val David, talagang lumaki na naman ang kalamangan ng Gordon's Gin.
Yun ang kilad ng Gordon's Gin for the night.
At kaya naman siya ang ating hinirang na best player of the game. Ngayon naman, ang ating pong ihatid sa inyo, ang ating Hardy Flex Building Boards, King of the Boards. Panoorin po ninyo. At nang malaman natin kung sino, siya mismo, the king of the boards, ay si Chris King. Kaya nakakuha po ng 15 rebounds. Chris King also had a good offensive night para sa Gordon's Gin para naman matulungan ang kanilang kupunan upang magwagi against Formula Shell. Okay, mga kaibigan, babalik pa po kami ni Ginito Henson. Hindi pa po kami tapos. Ayaw pang umalis ni Ginito. Pakinig muna tayo dito.